Hi, Dr. Charles here, and this is a massive announcement. What would you do if you knew predictably you can reverse the age of your heart by 20 years? Well, in this short video, I'm going to give you the exact same 3 things that Dr. Lavine at the University of UT Southwestern published on actually reversing the age of a heart 20 years when following up with patients for 2 years. This is groundbreaking, so you're going to want to listen. So how did Dr. Lavine actually figure out how to reverse the age of your heart 20 years? It wasn't some magic pill or supplement. It was a very simple routine, which I'm going to explain to you right now, part by part. Part 1, what he did was actually a short elevated heart rate stint for his patients. So patients would exercise for 30 minutes with just a light jog to moderately bring up their heart rate. And they did this for 5 days only. So imagine that you're just taking a light jog, maybe listening to an audible or some music, and you're making sure that you're only getting your heart rate just to around 130, 135 beats per minute. Nothing too strenuous. Again, it's a light jog 5 days per week. Phase 2, this is the second thing he did, which is really incredible because most people think of this type of training as being grueling and almost nobody wants to do it. It's called high intensity interval training, but it's not the kind that you think of when you're doing wind sprints or jumping up and down doing burpees. This is something you could do with a stationary bike or even one of those assault bikes. And what he had his patients do was actually do the assault bike for 4 minutes as hard as they could do it. Not as hard as humanly possible, just as hard as they could do it for 4 minutes with 3 minutes rest, and then repeating that 3 more times for a total of 4. So once it was included inside of the regimen, you actually only needed to do this 1 to 2 times per week. What is the next step of this? Well, the next step is just a simple lean muscle workout for 1 to 2 days per week. I like preferably 2 to 3 days per week, but getting lean muscle mass has an incredible benefit on your entire body. And what it can do is just with light resistance training, help maintain lean muscle mass, which is one of the top 3 predictors of morbidity and mortality. And it can also benefit you by improving your metabolic profile. So as you get more lean muscle mass, you need more calories for that muscle mass. We also know that as you increase your lean muscle mass, you can bring down your LDLs, which is your bad type of cholesterol, which also hurts your heart. Again, this is just 3 things that you can do to improve your heart rate and possibly reverse it 20 years based on this research study. So if you're interested in exactly how this study works and you want to see other studies like this, just click the link down below in the description. There'll be a longevity guide, which you can look at for free to go in depth and see how you stack up in your own longevity journey. And of course, if you want to see another video like this, there'll be one on screen, which you can watch right now. We'll see you soon.